Finally, I'm fulfilling a friend's request. Oh my god. Hello there, everybody. This is Siwat the Plant One here, and welcome to another edition of Platinum Impressions, in which opinions are shared here. And my opinions are mine alone. I'm not endorsed by anybody, nor will I ever be. So today, we're going to talk about a game that I feel the pressure on every single day of my life until I played it. We're going to be talking about Madagascar for the GameCube. Yeah, I never knew this game existed either. Okay, so in terms of Madagascar the film, I really like this movie a lot. Like, the animation and comedy timing is so great. Like, honestly, I think Madagascar, despite the fish out of water story as it is, I feel like its comedy made it up for it very well, and that might be my bias talking, but I think it's an underrated gem of DreamWorks, and, you know, I never imagined that it would have a video game, but here you go. Like, I knew movie games existed, but I never knew Madagascar had a game based upon the movie, so, yeah. You've probably heard this name on my channel before, and you probably heard her voice on my channel before. But my good friend Fetch Games, or Jenny, announced that she was Let's Playing one of her favorite childhood games, Madagascar. And again, I never knew this game existed. And Madagascar was one of my personal favorite, DreamWorks movies. So I wouldn't be curious about it until a certain recording night at MagFest, when I tried out the first level of the game, and honestly, it handled it pretty decently. The controls were decent too, so yeah, and then I played Tiki Mini Golf. More on that later. So needless to say, the next day after that recording, I went for shopping for games, and there it was. I got the game along with a copy of Sonic Heroes for $15 total, and that was a damn good deal. And only until October 2017 did I actually decide to play it. And that was especially before Madagascar, before Mario Odyssey stole my life. And that was the point where I decided if it was any worth. Needless to say, it wasn't. So this is a movie game, all right. And what do I mean by that? Well, here's what I mean. The game very loosely follows the plot of the movie. So, Marty the zebra is a zoo animal who has just had his birthday, and he yearns to get out of the Central Park Zoo to go out into the wild. His friends Alex the lion, Gloria the hippo, and Melman the giraffe try to stop him when he escapes, and they all end up getting transferred to a different zoo. But thanks to some very, very awesome penguins, they end up on the island called Madagascar, filled with partying lemurs, and the rest of the movie is just them trying to escape the island, while Alex grows primal from hunger. This game kinda does that, except I don't really think that it does the film any justice, to be honest. There's none of that golden quality animation or comedy timing that makes Madagascar really funny. Instead, every cutscene is just filled with very limited model animations. No one emotes at all, and it doesn't really help that the voice performances were like hit or miss for me. Like, the main four sound fine. Like, Alex, Marty, Melman, and Gloria sound fine. But the lemurs... Even the Penguins of Madagascar show, which was on Nickelodeon, had much better voices for them. Plus, actual actor Andy Richter has more yeah. Well, at the very least, the Penguins who did nothing wrong, sound exactly the same. So, yeah. But honestly, for a movie game, the presentation of everything is, it's passable. Like, pretty much what you would expect from a movie tie-in game. Very low and aged production values. Like, I do find it hilarious that this 2005 game from 2005 has much shorter loading times between areas than in most modern games. Not even Xenoblade 3D loads areas in a millisecond. And why did I talk about that during the plot section? I have no idea. My script writing is weird. But don't let the low production values fool ya. This game controls surprisingly very well. You get to play as the four main characters, each with their own abilities. Alex can do a double jump, Marty can long jump, Melman can do a spin maneuver like a helicopter, just like all giraffes do. And Gloria can do a ground pound and use peppers to speed up. Although you need 3 power cards for each character, and they're really only needed for the levels that call it. Fun factoid, Gloria's butt bounce maneuver is the sole reason why this game is rated E10. It's dumb as shit. So they do have their qualities that different playable characters can do. And honestly, for me, Alex would be the best character to play as for me, because he's basically the Mario, you know, the standard, the stud, the nerd, the show-off, the Daffy Duck. Even at one point, you even get to play as the penguins for a sort of stealth mission. You know, it's when, you know, all the characters are on the boat to the zoo that, you know, all the zoo animals are getting transferred to, which would have been more impactful if the second level wasn't a stealth level. But, okay then, I guess that's cool. But in terms of actual levels, they're okay. I mean, once you do actually get to the island, that's where most of the variety is. There's 2 specific levels where the objective is to collect 10 pieces to a plot, and it's non-linear, so I will give them props for that. The rest of the time, though, it's just basically your standard 3D platformer getting from point A to point B, with minor objectives coming up every now and again. But some of those minor objectives can screw off, first of all. The second to last level has you going through the no chance of survival trial, where nearly all the level calls for is a time limit. And you know, it's cool, and it's in one case a race, and you just barely making it within the time limit. The race part of that level, thankfully, is merciful on the checkpoints, but Jesus Christ. I only made it because the game felt sorry for me and decided to slow down the opponent. That's not really the case of the first race, however, where you, in the tutorial level, where it's like Canary levels of bad, which you saw it on that video that I did for MagFest 2017, where I participated in the Gloria race with those 2 ostriches. Like, unless you know that particular shortcut where you can go through the hay, those damn angsty ostriches have Mario Kart Wii levels of AI that can just zoom right past you like Sonic on a sugar rush. I could go on about these gripes, but let's be honest, I felt like I was on autopilot the entire way through. Like, I just felt like I had to get through this game, you know? Like, I spent the whole day playing this game. Maybe I just wanted to see what I got myself into when I bought this game for $5. And what I got out of the single player was, you know, it's okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. But, you know, it's okay. It's aight. There are extras, though. There are extras. You can buy those extras at the souvenir shop, including the ability to play with multiple people. Who got fired from that decision? Who thought that would be a good idea? Buying the ability to play multiplayer with up to 4 people shouldn't be a thing. And honestly, I couldn't really care about the minigames or costumes because I beat the game already and I wanted to just end it. And it's like I've said before, I played Tiki Mini Golf, and it's like I said before, and shown off before, I played Tiki Mini Golf the day before I bought the game, and it sucked. The first few holes of Tiki Mini Golf were okay, but then it just goes off the rails. And it's like I said in that video, they made a hole where it's impossible to hole in one. Like, how do you even do that? How? I mean, I had fun playing it with my friends, and it made for a great video. You can check it out in the description. I may or may not have it there. But, Jesus Christ, what a load. Oh, God. But yeah, it kind of goes without saying, but I found Madagascar the video game to be, you know, okay. It honestly really wasn't anything that special. I mean, I'll give them this. It is structurally sound and designed well for younger kids at mind, and the control is very decent. It's just that I can't help that I feel like it's worse than some other tie-in games I played with the past. Aside from, you know, the LEGO series, which of course I can recommend. You know, I can recommend this game to kids if you're really looking into it. But as someone who grew up playing the awesome Toy Story True on the N64, this could have been a whole lot better. Definitely a one and done game for me. I mean, I don't regret buying these games at all that I look at. Even if they turn out to be bad, I don't regret playing them. I just want to see what's up, and if it's for me, then it's for me. And if it's not for me, then it's not for me at all. So yeah, that was your request from the friend, because I had to do it. I just simply had to do it. And now I feel pressured into playing Final Fantasy XIV by her. Yay. I don't know, maybe I'll get to it one of these days. Who knows? Who cares? And wow, that ended up being a lot shorter because my recording's at 11 minutes and 40 seconds. That's how much I didn't care. So yeah, I might do another Platinum Impressions, maybe, because contrary to what I said in Super Mario Odyssey's Impressions, I do have another script ready to go for, you know, Doom 2016, which I played on the Nintendo Switch. But I don't know if I'm going to get to that before or after the next LP. Who knows? But, you know, I might do it if I have time. So, next time on Platinum Impressions, whenever that may be, we're going to look at a much better game than Madagascar, Doom 2016. And it's so good. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.